Hey everyone, welcome to drinknectar.com. I'm your host, Josh Wade, and this is the internet's place to explore the 5 senses of coffee and wine. Today we're going to the Russian River Valley of Sonoma County for some Olson Ogden wine. You have the winemaker Tim Olson, who's been making wine for 21 years, and his business partner John Ogden, who's marketing and takes care of all those business aspects of things to create Olson Ogden wines. So we're going to be touring through 3 of their wine, a Marsanne, a Pinot Noir, and then a blend, which is a very interesting blend, actually. So the first one we have is a 2008 Marsanne. This is 100% Marsanne from Napa Valley, California. Only 145-ish cases made of this. I'm a fan. I really am a fan of Marsanne and Roussanne. I'm a fan of Marsanne and Roussanne. Anyhow, this wine comes across very light, pale. Wouldn't call it necessarily a straw. Almost it'd be like the juice squeezed out of some melons would be in there. Let's give it a sniff. Okay, so it's a little tight on the nose right now because I just pulled it out of the fridge, but as I remember smelling it a few nights ago, had a lot of peach, floral components coming out, some stone fruit in there. Really, it was quite a beautiful aromatic nose, so I'm looking forward to this warming up a little bit as we go forward with drinking the rest of this bottle. Let's give it a sip. All right, so this wine is really intriguing. There's a lot of things happening on the palate that I want to call out. The first thing that I noticed is this wine's definitely been aged a little bit in oak. I can taste a creaminess to it, a little bit of a woodiness, not over the top, but just enough to where I really actually enjoy a white wine being in oak. The other thing that I noticed is there are a lot of fruit flavors just coming across, but they just danced by really fast, and it's kind of hard to pick them out. But you definitely had some strong components of mild citrus fruits, not your over-the-top Sauvignon Blanc type citrus fruits, but some mild things in there like some peaches, some honeydew melon, some of those just real soft fruits that you would find. And then the last thing that really caught my attention as I was drinking this was just a great amount of acidity, which really helped balance the wine out from front to back. Overall is an excellent, well-made wine. Looking at this, $35. A lot to pay for a lot of people for a white wine, but this is one that you could certainly trust. Give it a high score. If you want something special to bring out that people are going to be intrigued by, this would be one that I would certainly consider. Okay, next we're going to move on to a Manchester Vineyard Pinot Noir, 2008. This is from Mendocino Ridge, California. 100% Pinot Noir, but 115 cases made of this wine. You can tell right off the bat that this is not your typical Pinot that I've been used to seeing. The color is kind of on that really burnt red, burnt purple color in there. It's got some aging in it. It's not watered strawberry in color like a lot of Pinots can be. Let's give it a sniff. Yeah, so traditional Pinot nose, but with a little bit more meatiness and gaminess in there, like some leather components. You'll certainly get, I'm not going to say cherry, and I'm not going to say strawberry. It's not quite that kind of fruit. It's more of a tart fruit, like cranberry or boysenberry, something like that in there. I almost get a component of like stewed tomatoes, but like sweet stewed tomato. So I'm not sure where that's coming from, but that's just what I'm smelling right now. Let's give it a sip. Very unique, very different. For me personally, you guys know that I'm not a huge Pinot Noir fan. And then the experience I have with Pinots, actually I have to say this might be like one of my first few really, like my first high quality California Pinot. I kind of feel weird saying that, but I had a lot of experience lately with some Oregon Pinot, and this is different. It's got just like that stewed fruit flavors in there that I was mentioning on the palate. The other thing that tends to come out is there's like almost a bitter minerality that kind of jumps up on the back. It seemed like it shot kind of up the back of the of my mouth once I finished the swallow on this. Overall, I can see it pairing really well with food. Really intrigued by the overall components of it, and I believe it is looks like $38. So on the moderate price range for a good Pinot Noir. So I'll give you some more details in the notes, and let's move on. The last wine we're going to try is the Olson Ogden. It's their blend, and it's a blend of some interesting grapes in here. This is their 2008 Persuasion. It's 13% Grenache, 6% Marsanne, so probably some of that Marsanne we had, 12% Pinot Noir, and 69% Syrah. Very dark in color. It comes across as being like a bright cherry with some hints of purple, very jewel tone-like, beautiful all the way out to the edges, kind of goes out to like a pinkish color on the edges, so really pretty to look at. Let's give it a sniff. I'm liking what this nose has to offer here. It's some soft fruits, some soft red fruits in there, a little bit of chocolatey components and some vanilla. It really is intriguing. This wine's been open for about a day. It's starting to come to life. When I first smelled it, it seemed very woodsy and oaky, corky. So all of that's blown off, and I'm really enjoying what I'm getting on the nose here. Let's give it a sip. I'm letting this kind of linger in my mouth. There's some interesting components happening. There's some acidity just brightening up right on the back end there. For me, I like the way it smells better than I like the way it tastes. There's those intriguing fruit flavors you had and that subtle chocolatiness, and they don't present themselves in a lively fashion. What I tend to get is a thinner wash across the front of it. So I was really pleased with the whole line and the offering here from Olson Ogden. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to taste these. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video format. It gives you an opportunity to see the wine in action, as well as kind of get that initial reaction from me. So life's always meant to be enjoyed with friends. I hope you enjoy your time this weekend or this week or whenever you're watching this, and drink happy.